Namaskar student, welcome to D&S Education. My name is Saurabh Singh. In this video, I am going to discuss about rational numbers. I will start from scratch. Before discussing about rational number, let's discuss about some basic numbers that you have learned in your previous classes. So, we will start from natural numbers. What is natural number? To understand about natural number, let's see this diagram and can you tell me how many pens are there? Okay, you can see there are 8 pens. How did you know that? Because you counted the number of pens. When you count this, we get 8 number of pens. So, the counting numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so on, are called natural number and it is represented by n. Now next we have whole numbers. So suppose a shopkeeper has 8 pens and all were sold out. So how many pens he left with? Your answer is 0. So when we add 0 in the collection of natural number, we get whole number. Now how will you define that? In definition, okay, all natural numbers together with 0 are called whole numbers. Now we can see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on are all whole numbers. Now from these two numbers, let me ask you some question. Can you tell me what is the smallest whole number or natural number? If you know about which is the smallest natural number and whole number, then write it in your comment box. Now, if we talk about which is the greatest natural number, see, we cannot define that which is our greatest natural number because we know that numbers goes to infinity. So we can say infinity is the greatest natural number. And in case of whole number, we say this same thing. Now moving on, now we will discuss about integers. So let me say a shopkeeper has 3 pens and a person wants 6 pens. Okay. Now you tell me how many pens are left with shopkeeper? Yes, you can tell. Your answer is 3 minus 6 equals to minus 3. Means shopkeepers has 3 pen less. So from this we can conclude that when we include negative of natural numbers and whole number together, we get integers. Now, the collection of whole number together with the negative of counting numbers is called integer. Remember, counting number is also known as natural numbers. If you know more about integers, then press on I button. You will see more about integers. So moving on, if we go for example of integer, then that's a minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now again here one question came. Can you define which is the smallest integer and largest integer? So we can say we cannot define the smallest integer and largest integer because the limit of integer is minus infinity to plus infinity. So you can say that the smallest integer is minus infinity and greatest integer is plus infinity. So next topic our is fractions. So suppose I ask to you, how many numbers are in between 5 and 9? Now you can easily say that no? We have three numbers, that is 6, 7, 8. So now again I ask you, is there any number between 0 and 1? or between any two consecutive integers or any two integers, not only consecutive integers. Okay, yes, we have, there are numbers and we use them often. For example, half, 1 by 3, 0 0.5, 0 0.75. These all are numbers that lies between 0 and 1. Remember, they are more, or we can say infinite numbers of number lies between any two numbers. So, between any two integers, there are non-integers numbers. So remember, they are known as fractions and decimals. Now, if you have to define fraction, how will you define that? The numbers in the form of a upon b, where a and b are whole numbers and b is not equals to 0 are called fractions. Now question here comes, why b is not equals to 0? Because division by 0 is not possible. So if we um, go for example of fraction, then it is 2 upon 7, 5 upon 9, 3 upon 11, so on are all fractions. Now we will discuss about decimals. Let me ask you one more question. Suppose you bought two pen in 5 rupees. Now if I ask what is the cost of one pen, what will be your answer? You can easily answer that. It is 2.5 rupees. So the decimal number system is the standard system for denoting integers and non-integer number. It is the extension to non-integer number of the Hindu-Arabic numeral system. The way of denoting number in the decimal system is often referred as decimal notation. Now, here we can say that we have 1.5, 3.5, 3.33 and so on are decimals. Now, we can change a fraction into decimal by dividing numerator by denominator. How will you do that? Let me show you. Okay, suppose we have a fraction 5 upon 2. Now, how will you change this fraction into decimal? Okay, what you have to do, you have to divide this 5 with 2. So after division we got 2.5. Now we have another fraction 8 upon 10. So this 8 upon 10 changes into 0.8. So these all are the decimals. Now we will talk about rational number. That is our today's topic. No. So entire set of integers that we have learned earlier, fractions and decimals are called natural numbers. If we have to represent this rational number in a diagram, how will you represent it? Let me show you. Okay. Here we say first we have a circle that represent natural number, and natural number start from 1 2 3 and so on. Now when we add 0 in this natural number, we got our whole number. So from this we can say all whole numbers are, sorry, all natural numbers are whole numbers. Again, when we add negative of natural number and whole number together, we got integers. Now when we there are many numbers between two integers. Now we include this number, then we got our rational number, and rational number is represented by z. Now if we have to, sorry, rational number is represented by q. So if we have to uh, represent rational number, we have to define rational number. How will we define that? So any number that can be expressed in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers. Remember, this is the difference between rational number and fraction. In case of fraction, we have p and q as our whole numbers, but here p and q are integers. And second criteria, that is q not equals to 0. Remember, I told you earlier, q not equals to 0 because division by 0 is not possible. So The collection of rational number is represented by Q. Now we will discuss about the example of rational number. So we have 2 upon 7, minus 5 upon 9, 3 upon 11, 0, minus 8. These all are the rational numbers. Now that's it from this session. If you have any doubts, then write in the comment section. Soon I will upload or I will post the video related to types of rational number and some facts related to rational numbers. If you like the video, you subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you for watching.